And Conversational Radio 95.1 Nigeria Info. How you doing today? It's almost the end of the month. It's the 30th of January 2025, counting down to the end of this amazing month. I hope it's been a very great and productive month for you as we look forward to February, the month of love. I don't know, are we going to be playing all of the slow jams in the month of February, build up to February 14, or we should just be sane and behave ourselves? Love trumps it all. Thank you so much for staying with this frequency. My name is Kimberly Wachuku, and I'll be your host from now till 7ish. Yes, I'm usually here, even though I sign out of the show at 6:30 and 37. I promise you to ensure that you get the best feeler until Football Frenzy takes over from 7 p.m. We'll have a great time today. We'll start off looking at three big stories that we consider in our top three driving conversation. At the 4 o'clock, I will be talking with the special advisor to the Kogi State Governor, Mr. Ismail Issa, as we look at 1 year of Governor Ododo in Kogi State. And the 5 o'clock hour, it would be our Eyes and Nays segment, and this time around we'll be looking at the appeal that is coming from lawmakers concerning tanker explosions in the country. So it will make for a great conversation. Don't forget to keep your eyes, your ears to the ground, your eyes peeled, and share eyewitness report and situation update with us. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Abuja, Nigeria, and those who are listening from all over the world through our app or our website, I say welcome to Hard Facts. You can join us live on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube is at Nigeria Info Abuja, and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Let's get started with the big stories. So, to what extent are you willing to go to get Nigeria the right? My question might not address it properly, so let's just go to the story and then I'll build on the question afterwards. Former Minister of Transportation and former Governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, says that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would not cede power to the younger generation without a fight. He added that politicians often resort to extreme measures to win elections. The former Governor of Rivers State at a national conference on strengthening democracy in Nigeria organized by the African Center for Leadership Strategy and Development, Amaechi harps on the need for political vigilance, warning that power must be fought for, while urging Nigerians to always safeguard their vote if they intend to achieve a semblance of credible leadership. That none of you here seated can defend the vote. If you've complained, complain. Nigeria has been clapping for you. He said the only way Ibrahim Shekau became governor was because people lined up. It happened in Ghana. He started other example and said, see, power needs to be taken. And by taking, I don't want to conclude on the violently part because, he would come out and say misconstrued because he didn't quite say that. He's just saying that you need to be able to defend your vote. You need to be able to stand by what you believe in. You need to be able to come out in large numbers, en masse, to say we need to make a very strong statement. And he cited an example in one of the elections where, particularly Kano State, where the number was overwhelming in terms of the support of their candidate. And there was no way they could manipulate the figure because it's evident that these people are here for this individual. So any attempt to distort, to want to manipulate is caught in trouble. And so he was saying that's how you take power. No one's going to cede it to you. No one's going to hand it to you, not even him. He did say even himself will not want to give power because, people who are in public office, there's just a lot of privilege, a lot of perks, a lot of largesse that comes with it and power. So they go in there and they just don't want to leave. You find someone who was doing his business, he's got a chamber before, and then he gets into one political office and maybe he's not voted back in or appointed, and he's walking round the clock to find himself back in the corridors of power. Like, dude, you had a good business before. Why don't you go back to your business? It don't feel like too much hard work. It's easier in government. It's easier in politics. It's easier. And it gives the impression that that's the only way to create wealth. So why would they want to hand it to you with ease? So that's what he was trying to say. But, I always have a problem when politicians use fight for it. People have to die for it. I don't like that language. And I don't know, anytime I find a politician who uses that, I'll be quick to interject and say, enough already. Have we not shed enough blood in this country that you say, oh, people would have to like fight for it, people have to die for it? The fight part I can understand, but I don't want to hear anything like, oh, people have to die to protect their vote. Why? Do they die in UK when they have the election? Do they die in Singapore? Do people die in the United States of America to defend what they truly believed in their elections? Come on. I think we don't just die for die. People have died a lot in this country, and nothing has shifted significantly. So enough already of saying Nigerians will have to die to protect their vote. No one has to do that at this point in time. But let's take a listen to a bit of what he said. I mean, hear from the horse's mouth itself, and we'll move on to the next story.
That's why politicians get away with anything. They get away with murder because you have short memory. Short memory. None of you here seated can defend the votes. If you have complained, Nigerians have been clapping for you. The only way Shekarau became governor, do you know how? Because people lined up. When they ask how many people are there, they say over 500,000. No, I won't keep 500,000. Announce Shekarau. It happened in Ghana. Before the election of the last president. 2 days, a lot of us were called to intervene. But why did they do that? The people were ready to die. You are talking, abusing everybody. Nobody has power and will give it to you. Nobody, not even me. If you want a pastor as president, can't get one. The politician is there in Nigeria to steal, to maim, to kill, to remain in power. If you think Tinubu will give it to you, you are wasting your time. So when we speak, we forget history. Unfortunately for me, poverty has made me to be part of the political system from when I left university. I left university 1987, and I've been part of the process till today. You can't wish me away in the formation of APC. You certainly can't wish me away. You can't wish me away in how APC won election. You can't. But the truth is that if some of us did not stick at our neck, say, PDP, good luck, we want to die with you. When they saw that we were ready to die, what did they do? They gave up power. So we have sweet mouth, we'll talk about it, we'll repeat these things every day. Tomorrow they will call you in Lagos, you will go. Somebody told me in Lagos, said, look, Mr. Amaechi, I said, sir, you see these people that gathered here? I say, yes. We called them all. Transport, this, they came. If tomorrow Tinubu comes with the same transport, they will also come. And the final example is when we are pursuing, the APC was registered, and I was scared that, look, they may rig us out. So I got the party to agree that we will carry out a demonstration. They agreed that we will carry out a demonstration. We assembled at, where is that parade ground? Eagle Square. We released some money to go and bring women and all that. I walked in. What about me? I must go early to know what is going on before people will come. See the women gathered. Guess what they are wearing? Jonathan for president. God bless you.
All right. Yeah, he's a comedian also, apparently. He's got some sense of humor. But, this whole talk about they're ready to... It gives a picture like it's a do or die. Yeah, it might not be far from the truth, but I'm always very wary when politicians themselves will say things like this. It might just be stating the fact, but, it creeps me out still when we say, oh, they're ready to kill for this, they're ready to do for this, and people should be ready to die for it. I'm like, boy, it is not about gaining independence or liberating ourselves from our colonizers, is it? Or not about fighting for certain identity or sovereignty or something. We already have it. How is it that transitioning from one government to another and having the choice of the people at the end of the day must result into something as, graphic as you be ready to die for it at the end of the day? I'm very wary when politicians say that, and it gives a wrong picture, even if it's the reality. But perhaps it also distorts certain things significantly. It gives this narrative like, oh, in Nigeria, it has to be bloody. It has to be a dangerous fight for you to have a simple democratic process. Why would I want to go through that route every single time we have an election I can't just think about, oh, this is the popular candidate. And at the end of the day, people go out in their numbers and vote this candidate, and the person wins and gets into office. And then you hold them accountable if they're not living up to the expectation or their mandate at the end of the day. Why must it be a case of be ready to die to get certain things in place? Why? Well, I'm not ready to shed a single pint. Not what is even a drop of blood over anything in this country. We need to be able to sort ourselves out. But you're open to sharing your take and your opinion of what he said with me in a bit. Let's get to the next story. And I am curious, are you ready for a boycott? Telecom tariff hike might just lead to that, because that's what the Labour Union is saying at this point in time. The Nigerian Labour Congress on Wednesday declared it would embark on a nationwide protest against the proposed 50% telecom tariff hike announced by the Nigerian Communication Commission on the 4th of February in a communique that was signed by its national president, Joe Ajaero. The decision was taken at the National Administrative Council meeting of the NLC on the 29th of January, which is yesterday. And similarly, civil society organizations have pledged their support for the nationwide protest. Failure to reverse the hike Ajaero warned might result in a nationwide boycott of telecom services. And endorsing the rally, the Civil Society Legislative and Advocacy Center, National Civil Society Council of Nigeria, and Take It Back movement condemned the tariff hike and assured that they would participate in the process. The federal government has approved 50% increase, though the telecom operators requested 100% increase. In response to the development, the NLC rejected the hike, describing it as insensitive, unjustifiable, and a direct assault on Nigerian workers and the general populace already burdened by worsening economic hardship. So they're telling you 4th of February, there's going to be a boycott and there'll be a protest if the hike is not reversed. What it reversed towards zero? Well, the telecom guys are telling you the cost of doing business is gone up. We need to be able to make some profit also. So we need to find a middle ground. They're saying 100% increase, federal government 50% increase. What is the union saying? Go back to zero? It doesn't sound very realistic. But then if you're saying something in between, I don't know what it is. We can find a healthy middle ground, except you're calling for the government to subsidize it. Because the price of bread has gone up. The price of rice has gone up. Naturally, certain things like this sort of service would respond to it. Your paid cable TV went up 3 or 4 times in between at one point in time. This one is important, it's essential, but you also have to look at the part of the people who are doing the business to saying, what's the need for them? So what will be the healthy middle ground to all meet? 10%, 20%? Are you ready to do 20%? Or are you just ready for it to be zero? Is it that the government subsidized, intervened, or we shut down things and boycott? I don't know how long we're going to boycott, because my service has been epileptic for some days, and boy, I am losing hair. I'm like, why is this service so bad? I want efficient, effective service. I want my data, my network to be strong. I want to be able to make my call without call dropping or having distorted voices. But I also need to understand that the people on the other end are doing business and they need to make some profit. So we need to find a way to resolving this. Will a boycott and a protest address it? I don't know. You let me in on what you make of it. So let's look at another story. Sowore is in the news. Activist Amaechi Sowore on Wednesday pleaded not guilty to cyber charges the police instituted against him in Abuja for referring to the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, as illegal IGP. Mr. Sowore pleaded not guilty to all 17 counts read to him at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where the police earlier filed the charges on Tuesday. Sowore's not guilty plea, trial judge Abdullah Liman adjourned the proceeding until 3 p.m. yesterday, while he is set to hear the activist bail application. And earlier in the proceeding, which started about 10 a.m. on Wednesday, Mr. Sowore's lawyer, Bobakar Masha, from Falana Chambers, pointed out errors in the indictment filed by the police, including the misspelling of Mr. Sowore's first name as Omoyele instead of Omoleye instead of Omoyele in all 17 counts. So back and forth is still on there. as to cybercrime charges. Apparently, the police is taking it quite seriously. When the spokesperson said the police will no longer condone cybercrime, I thought he was joking. But do you know the number of people that have been dragged to court over cybercrime? Either you insult someone and then they take the case to the police, or they... two occasions, I think the IGP's name has been in all of it. The woman who alleged and insulted the police and the IGP and his son and the president's son and all of that had a case, and it was labeled cybercrime. And then we have Amaechi said the IGP is a fake IGP, and then he's got a case on his hand. But let's get to listen to him a tad, and then I'll open up the phone lines. So if you're ready, I am ready.
The police came, charged me for offenses that were contrary to the police service rules 367, which says that no police officer should use the police office to carry out personal vendetta. That's pretty much how that was described. But the IG of police, the illegal IG of police, I'm repeating it here again today, Kayode Egbetokun, is doing just that. We are here to end the charlatanism that has become Nigeria and public office and public service. So I'm following the police back to the hotel they provided for me. They call it hotel in there because tomorrow the judge will give the final ruling on bail. Even though it should never have happened that somebody of my status and charlatanism that has become Nigeria, it should never. Who, if elections are properly held, I'll be president today with full immunity. I've been told that I will jump for offense of cybercrime. I even have another trial coming out on February 4th for the same offense. What is the country we found ourselves? I'm going to leave you with our lawyers, very competent, radical, tireless, indefatigable lawyers to brief you with the rest. Yes, right.
All right, you heard from him. Still referred to the Inspector General of Police as illegal. On what ground, Mr. Sowore, are you referring to the Inspector General of Police as illegal? Illegal in what sense? He's not a citizen of the country. He's not meant to be a police officer. He shouldn't be the Inspector General of Police. So what illegality are you talking about? Is it his office dispersing? Well, apparently, Sowore loves trouble, so he's always faced with it every day. But we'd let it go through all of the interpreting and see how this pans out again. Let's get straight to you. 0700 951 0000 or 0809 5974 869 after this break.
This Star Plus.
Hello, my name is Kimberly. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
DJ Richard Otubo, I see you, and you talking about the quality, the audio quality on YouTube. Is this still the same? So that I'll let the tech guys know. Please fill me in. Mohammed Wambai says he's sending this from Gwarimpa. Does the government always increase tariff by a large sum? We don't mind an increment of 5% or 10%, but a 50% increase? Come on. That's not sensible, he said. And went on to say the electricity tariff by a large sum PMS by lot sum, landlord rent increment by lot sum. Habamana. Apparently, Mohammed has had enough. Hafsat Mazu, I see you. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. And I see the sound is not clear. It's cracking. Ambassador John Emmanuel Aguma sent that one on Facebook. All right, tech guys. Apparently, if it's coming from Facebook and YouTube, it most definitely is coming from us. So we would act on that ASAP. Politicians in Nigerians are not thinking about the masses. May God help us all. What's on their minds then, if it's not us? Hello.
Hello, Kim. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
My name is Andrew. I'm calling from Jabi.
Andrew, you got a minute. Talk to us.
Thank you. My concern is just on this telecommunication tariff increase. The NLC should just make sure that they meet the telecom services. Let them come on a meeting ground. Nigeria have suffered a lot and we don't want anything that will concern our cause and whatever.
All right.
So many people's business are dependent on calls and communication. Please, we can't suffer it anymore. It's too much. Please. Every other thing is going wrong. For 1 week now, somewhere in my area, there's no light. Even water is difficult to get. I'm Jabi precisely. I'm telling you, Kim, it's not easy. There was no light. There's no water, as I'm telling you. So if they cut the communication, this thing is going to affect us significantly. Please, I beg. Let them come on the meeting ground and make sure that Nigeria would not suffer.
All right.
Please. Our business depends on this call. Thank you so much.
Indeed. So you're willing to do a 10%, 20%? How many percentage up are you ready to go?
Kim, I wouldn't mind on 10%. Even the 15%, I beg. So that so many of us depend on this call.
All right.
You understand? 10% is okay. 15% is okay.
All right.
But this 50%, I beg. I think NLC should just make sure it's very on the high side, but make them meet on.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
The communication commission and make sure they settle this thing.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, Kimberly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Big Three. What's your name?
My name is 2-3.
All right. Talk to us, sir.
My name is 2-3.
I can hear you. 2-3.
Okay. I want to talk about Sowore and the mega IG of police. Kim, I don't think you realize that the IG of police is more than 60 years old. And I think he has served more than 35 years in service. And the Constitution says anybody who is supposed to be an IG is supposed to rise through the ranks, supposed to be a police officer. And whoever has served more than 60 years is supposed to retire according to our Constitution. So automatically, the IG of police is no longer a police officer. It is more than 50 years old and he has served more than 35 years. So the president now extending his position as IG is illegal because this man is supposed to be retired. He's no longer a police officer and he has served more than 35 years, but he's still the IG of police. Do you know that those that are behind him, the DIGs that are coming after him, when they get to 60 years, they retire? Meanwhile, the IG itself is more than 50 years and he's still there. What kind of illegality is this? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So he's trying to paint a picture of why he considers the IGP illegal. But seeing that the president is the one who has the power to keep him there or have him leave at the end of the day, the final say, well, he doesn't seem as illegal, does he? Hello. Good afternoon. Is anybody there? All right, not ready for us. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Oracle.
Good afternoon.
My name is Salasi.
All right, Salasi, talk to us.
I want to talk about the electricity, the telecommunication tariff, and the one in by labor. I am boycotting the process they are saying Nigeria should go. We are here. They increased fuel price to the extent that Nigerians were buying fuel at the rate of over 1,000 naira plus. The telecommunication company are using energy to power their plants. They pay money, they fight the security, kill told their people. They didn't talk of that one. We came to NEPA with band A, band B, band C. They are still paying for all these bands in order to keep their communication fees. But even if they like, they should increase it to 100%. Because it started somewhere and they couldn't take action. Now that they increase it and they are talking of pockets. In what way? They have not been fighting for the masses of this country. They increase where? Subsidy is gone. When we are buying for at the rate of almost 1,300 naira per litre, they didn't talk that one. Now they are coming on this telecommunication. Telecommunication should increase and they should keep it the way they want. Because it started somewhere. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You're next. Hello.
Hello, Kim. Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello.
Salasi just spoke my mind.
Okay.
NSC are trying to ground Nigeria again, ground the nation again. Where were they when fuel price has... My name is Sunday Olga.
Sunday, talk to us.
When the fuel price was jumping from as if it's every week subsequently up to now, NSC did not carry, they don't put much for fuel price. And I don't like a situation where you are tackling the branches of a tree instead of tackling it from the root. If the root cause of this telecommunication increase, it has affected everything because fuel price has not been stable in Nigeria. These people are running on diesel sometimes. How many times our national grid has collapsed? The NSC, they are not seeing that.
So what's your point exactly? NLC should not go on any protest on your behalf.
This that they are trying to organize is just for their own selfish interest. If those people that are doing business, they have looked into it back and forth, they can no longer cope because of energy costs. Dr. Dairu has been saying this energy cost is the root cause of all this increase and high costs. If they go to 50%, let us manage. We have been managing fuel like that now, and we have not died. Now, if you grant the nation at this point now, and even if with the strike, they will still increase it. Nothing we can do. We will just suffer the innocent people that are trying to do one thing or the other, and at the end of the day, we will not achieve nothing. We will still go back to this 0 point. So the root cause is energy crisis. Let them tackle it. If they are going to on street because of energy crisis, you see the whole Nigeria, they will follow them. But not be said because telecommunication want to one-sided. That is one-sided now.
All right. Thank you very much. And you are next. Hello.
Hello, Kim.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, my name is Chinedu.
Chinedu, talk to us.
Yeah, Kim, based on the same issue, energy costs and other things. I don't know what labor is. They are not going this strike on my behalf. Yes. When we expected labor to go on strike, to ask the government to do the right thing, they didn't do anything. They were negotiating for their increase of salary, thinking that they are going to get millions of naira from government. They are going to get 700,000. But you see, this is just being selfish. They do not consider other Nigerians who are on the private sector. These laborers in sight. They were asking for salary increase at the end of the day. Government to do them, how do I put it, boju, and now they are crying. Are you going to blame these telecommunication providers? What are you going to tell them? They are buying diesel. Even they are paying security men to stay everywhere they have their marks. Because if they don't have a security man, the Nigerians will go there to vandalize it. So I think doing business in Nigeria is not easy. So if they want to start this, they should start from the base.
All right, thank you very much.
Energy costs and not telecommunication.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's keep it at a minute. There's just a lot of people waiting. Please. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
My name is Luke. I'm calling from Zamani.
Talk to us.
Yes, the telecom and the government, they took decision without considering the interest of Nigeria 50%. Now, if you charge data, the way they are sucking it as if they So, and my problem with Nigerians, we are unnecessarily divided. Sometimes we want to drift to the left so that people will say, oh, this one is making opinion. I did not see a reason. NSC, especially Ajero, for used to hold to his government to prevent them from all this nonsense thing that's happening with the price of petrol, because it's total nonsense. If they succeeded, then it does not mean that NSC, anything they do, they want to negotiate. Are we there where they are negotiating? At least, if we are condemning NSC, then it means we are supporting the telecom people. We should choose one side. We stop speaking from both sides of our mouth. We are condemning this one, then we are doing the other one. So we should still want it. And about the Sowore as labeling the IG as illegal, how do you define the illegality? Anything that is not consistent with the law is an illegal practice. So the IG is an illegal IG. If he goes to court, Sowore will defeat him. He just wants to do.
Oh, you don't know how it's going to pan out. Let's leave it at that and see how everything plays out.
The law is clear. The law says 5 years and 60 years. So which one is law going to say there?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. My name is Adela Victor from Besalagi.
Go ahead, sir.
Amaechi, he want to deceive Nigerians again. We know them. He has his own camp. Every fire has his own camp. Ogene has his own camp. And you see, these people, these politicians, they think millions of Nigerians are food. We know them. These people have done and wine with everything for many years and benefited a lot, financially and politically. So they should stop deceiving us. So if they say they want to sympathize with us, let them go to their banks and print out their bank statement and let Nigerians see how much they have in their banks. And
why would they do that?
And let them go into political restitution and share this money to their citizens in their state. These people have benefited a lot from ABC and they are now fighting ABC. What is happening to PDP will soon happen to ABC. It's just a matter of time.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Minimum of 4 years or maximum of 8 years.
All right, thank you very much. Mohammed Wambai, I see you stuck. Truth says, good to see you. How is life and the economic kwashiorkor? May Allah deliver us same way he did to the people of Moses. Okay. Bere Anikwe says, we Nigerians are not ready to do away with this set of politicians who don't mean well for the citizens. Okay, that's on YouTube. And NS is gradually becoming a comedy group. I hope they don't come to a level where they will start selling tickets for their show. Fuel is over 1,000 per litre. Electricity tariff is unbearable. The consumers still pay for electricity, cable, poles, transformers, pay workmanship, and still pay for maintenance. And you expect the telecom companies not to increase their price? Remember, telecom companies don't call on consumers to fix their telecom mask and damaged cables, unlike NEPA and the police. Kingsley Okafor for Gwagwalada. Excuse me. How is the police in this your narrative? Police has called you to fix cable for them or to buy their uniform. Let us in on why you brought the police, because that stray bullet was unnecessary. Let's see what Eze from Wuse has to say. Your voice note is not dropping. Let's try the next one and see.
Yes, good afternoon, my lady in the studio. My name is Baristonyema. I'm sending this message from Kubwa in Abuja. Yes, the illegality that Mr. Sowore is referring to is the issue that the present IG ought to have retired long ago, but the president extended his years in office, his stay in office. You know, our country is one country where the president is above the constitution and can just say anything. If not, the Constitution has provided the age for retirement of public officers, including the office of the IG, the man who occupies the office. But this present IG ought to have retired, but the president decided to extend it. And that extension is what Mr. Sowore and including someone like me shares the sentiment that it is illegal. Yes, it is illegal to occupy that office presently. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello?
Kim, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Thank you, Brother Max calling.
Talk to us, Gwaza.
Thank you. This issue of high tariff, or the plan of the communication networks to raise the tariff of the subscribers to 50%, I think that's outrageous. It's not feasible. It's not cool at all. But the issue on ground, I think we have borrowed so much that the president is behaving like a bull in a china shop, just to grab anything available, any money available in the country. So they have no choice than to raise the tariff because I think so much tax is on them right now. So the only way out is for them to, put the burden on the subscribers. So we should blame the government. And it's appalling that the president does not consider the palliative in any way. All subsidies have been removed from every sector of this country. So what he's doing is just to excoriate the Nigerian flesh, the skin, to get it, and then by all means to make sure that, his government keeps getting bigger, getting richer, But, the whole problem, if I'm to say, I'm suspecting that the president has borrowed so much, too much. So the burden is on the country, and we are paying back in one way or the other. That's the source of the whole problem.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Kwazama.
Good afternoon. This is Eze from Use. Kim, I want to comment on this Sowore. Please, before I go, will comment and will come and pick me up also. Can you help me to find out from the gods when is the Inspector General of Police retirement supposed to be, either by age or by years of service?
All right, it has become a God's matter. I can see that now. And Wumi Gwagwalada area council says we already entered one chance of this government of taxation. And it will end. I can't wait for 2027. Or not chair from Wumi in Gwagwalada area council. I hope I got that right. Amaechi is crying foul because he's out of government. Sowore is only looking for publicity, says Oludade Abiodun. Let's hear another caller. Hello. Hello. Thought I picked that call. What's happening with WhatsApp today? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome.
Kim, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm good. Welcome to the show.
This is Akin. I remember in 2001 when they talk about this issue of tariff and GSM boycott. I did the write-up in this day newspaper there. I think I will send it to you tomorrow. Some of these things, they have always been like that. They have always been at the recipient, and there's nothing anybody can do. But the truth of the matter is that some of these costs, they are affordable costs. I can tell you for free. When you are doing 16,000 DSTV, when they increase their tariff, you drop your banquet. When they increase, that's how I did until I drop and reach the last banquet. In any case,
I wanted to say, how low have you gone with your bouquet? Because it all feels at this point is one channel that you are getting.
But
I'm with you on that.
Never want to challenge at the same time.
I know, right?
You can never challenge. You understand? Some of this is that ego thing. And Amaechi, I listened to Amaechi very well, and I love that statement. The politician came to steal, to destroy. Kim, you had that aspect. Hello?
I'm tired of hearing destroy and die and kill. I've had enough of it already.
That means as they are equally gathering to remove those who are already in the cooking pot and come and take over the cooking pot, eat and break the cooking pot. When did the Amaechi left government now? He is now frustrated. He want to come back by all means and that. That's right. So it's a vicious cycle. It's a chain of conspiracy, and it is only God that can deliver this country.
Indeed.
Because the poor can no longer breathe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's hear another caller quickly. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
Thank you, Prophet Michael Chuma.
Talk to us.
On Amaechi, so he's not tired, right? Is it not him and his colleagues that pushed Jonathan out of office? What is Amaechi telling us? I don't listen to people like Amaechi. because they are the same people. He's pushing now to remove the person that pushed Buhari to us. It cannot work. The only way out, I've said this several times, there is bots that will come through that will make APC to leave office. But we have to do it collectively. Like, for me, I'm doing it alone. I know what this bot is, but you people don't understand it. If this bot doesn't come in, APC can never leave office. They will continue to do what they are doing, include pains to us. There's no danger coming unless this bot comes out through. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Uncle Tim, good afternoon. This afternoon.
Go ahead, sir.
Welcome back to studio.
Thank you.
My name is Ojo, the next president. Nana Amaechi say politicians have come to kill and to destroy. Because no longer relevant in the track of politics. It's now that it's coming out with the truth. The same thing everybody was lamenting, is it not yesterday or the day before yesterday? And he came out be saying it on this radio. The worst thing that can happen to any nation is for their politicians to be corrupt. That country is done. It's only God that will deliver this country. And as for NSC, I want to embark on protesting. Please, we don't want that this year. It's late already. They have missed it already. For them to send 71,000 or 70,000 naira, and they say Tinubu promised them that will not increase prices. Go back to Tinubu. Those business, they are suffering because of the increase in pump price. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gabros from Lube says, I really empathize with the telecom providers' decision on their tariff hike. We all know the cost of the hike and it's deserving. NLC has come out with their usual drama, acting like a toothless bulldog for reversal of tariff. The same way they dramatized when Tinubu came and increased PMS by almost 500% and nothing happened. We have all adjusted and moved on. After all, we're all used to the system by now. Will from Mexico Street says, we all know the illegality that Sowore is talking about. When individuals who are not supposed to be in office are used for personal reasons, is that not illegal? Why do we keep condoning what is wrong and expect a country to work? If we do not stop allowing such to continue, we'll keep going round and round in circle of self-deceit. I hail the oracle. We need to know the after-tax profit of the telecom organization for the past 3 years and see whether they are not astronomically profiting. Not to talk of the salaries, allowances, and others of their workers. No day for those who no day for you. Right on, NLC, says Banky in Wuse too. Let the telecom providers go and use CNG to power their generators. Dangote trailer used the same, says Oliver. Oliver is giving the suggestion, get CNG and cut down cost. Police will tell you to buy fuel for them to use their car to go and arrest someone you complain about, says Jax. All right. It's puzzling and mind-boggling hearing Rotimi Amaechi revealing all the political gimmicks and political strategy they use in removing the humble former president, Goodluck Jonathan, in 2015. He traded and betrayed his brother with Rivers State money for a piece of ministerial position in APC, but he's been sidelined by the smart power oligarchy from the current political equation. He should be very quiet now and stop preaching political gospel, because his own political nemesis of what they all did to Jonathan is seriously haunting him now. Oki Ibrahim from Buhari. And let's see here.
Well, I am in support of what the telecommunication providers are in. I am in support of the tariff, because if you could observe, you see, Dr. Jairo have been so persistent on the fact that energy is the single thing that is driving every economy. Energy. For every single episode he comes to Nigeria Info, he's always persistent on energy. Now, you don't expect these people who run their businesses on diesel, who some of them run their businesses on fuel, and you expect them to keep the same price tag they always keep before. So the tariff must get high. I am in support of them 100%.
All right, let's hear you next. Hello. Good afternoon. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go to WhatsApp and see if it's any better. Hello.
Hello, Madam King. Good afternoon.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, my name is MC Alat, calling from Cuba.
Talk to us, MC Alat.
Yes, I don't know. Seriously, I just let me just say something. Yes, Nigerians, seriously, we should leave God out of Nigerian issue. Yes, because Nigerian issue is what human being can solve. We can solve it. Understand? Some people complain about God. Okay, some people are shouting, we can't wait for 2027 to come. If 2027 is here, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We just need to stand up and face reality. We should leave God out of it. Some people shouting, it's only God that will solve Nigerian problems. Only God. God cannot solve Nigerian problem. Our problem is we Nigerians stand up and solve our problem.
All right.
It's time for us to act, to start bringing. Yes, we start bringing tribalism. We start bringing, this is my brother, this is from my place, we should allow him, it's favor me, it's favor. If they give somebody 100,000, the person that is shouting, we should come out this code. Give that person 100,000, that person will tell you this government is the best.
All right, thank you very much. All right, and Malam Edeme Cameroon says, Kim the Super Queen, my sister Walai Amaechi's statement is quite laughable. He was speaker for 8 years, governor, minister for 8 years, joined forces, drove Jonathan out of office in 2015, used Nigerians' money to build railway to Niger Republic, contested for APC presidential primary election today. He's trying to present himself as a son. Omo, it's over for you politically. On his mandate we stand, says Malam Edeme at this point in time. One from Gwarimpa, yeah. You caught on big time. Against any kind of increase in Nigeria, the hardship is unbeatable. Mr. President should listen to Nigerians. Review the pump price of petrol to 15 naira per litre. Libya is 15 naira per litre. Exchange should be 3.65 naira max to $1. Ghana is 14 cedis and South Africa is 18 rand to $1. Inflation, poverty, unemployment rate in Nigeria should be 1 digit. Government exists to better the life of the people, develop your country to world-class standard. God bless Nigeria, says Tony from Gwarimpa. Zach from Kuchikau says, welcome to the mic. The telecom operators trying to increase call and data tariff is disheartening. With increase in electricity tariff, subsidy removal, many areas, the government in power is suffocating Nigerians with taxes upon taxes. The federal government should have mercy on us and stop all of this unnecessary increase. Amaechi is one of the people that brought this government into power by forming an alliance with the APC. Let him be the first to go and fight with them and not join us with them. Okay, what else is there? NLC has outlived its usefulness, says Jay from Gariki. The telecoms run their base station almost 24/7 with diesel. Increase in telecom price is just an effect, and justifiably so. High energy tariff is the root cause of this all. All this energy should have been directed at the government when energy prices for oil and power went up by 300%. All this thought from Jay. Let's share a bit of extra before we wrap up this segment. The plane crash that happened. How on earth, the United States of America, that you have a plane, and helicopter, a military one at that, crash? Like, seriously? You know how sophisticated it is they are with a lot of things. How did that happen? An American airline jet carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members collided yesterday with an Army helicopter when landing at Ronald Reagan National Airport near Washington, prompting a large search and rescue operation in the nearby Potomac River. There are multiple fatalities according to a person familiar with the matter, but the precise number of victims was unclear as rescue crew hunted for any survivor. 3 soldiers were on board the helicopter, officials say, and going by the latest report that is coming in, very tragic, confirmed deaths that's there coming in, and it's still a lot of questions to be answered as to how did it happen? Given the fact that we're looking at happening in Washington, we have the White House not too far from there. What exactly happened? It just feels like there's something we're missing in all of this. I find it very difficult to believe that this kind of collusion can actually happen. Is it weather? Well, it hasn't come into play at this point in time. So we're waiting for more update as they continue to unravel the mystery of how this happened and mourn the deaths of those, sadly, who died in this very unfortunate one. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. Okay, all the calls dropped. I want to believe it's from our end. Hello.
Hello, Kimberly.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for your show. I'm joining it. Abakar calling from Babalada.
Thank you, sir.
You can't stereotype a person in life. You can't judge Rotimi based on his past political sojourn. He may want to redeem his image. Even the current Communist Party of China, there used to be corruption. The members in the past were corrupted, but some elements in that party coach others who are conservative. This is how China revolution occurred. It may happen. The same people who have ugly past, they want to redeem their image in the national level of Nigeria. And it is a pity that most of them they are talking about election. It's about the process before the election. Because currently the INEC chairman is saying that they are going to change the boosters card and whatever. They are going to bring another dimension. It's corruption. It's corruption. They should fight against the process, fraudulent process before the election. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. And I think we have room for just one quick one. Hi, welcome.
Good afternoon, Aurora.
Good afternoon.
I agree to the call. Who can agree to? Yes, what Amaechi said is true. But where we are having problem with them is that let their children be at the front. So that we be at the back, following them. Because if you look at it, 215 to October 1st, 215. So we don't get to regional fix in this country. And it is because of election. You understand? What is it to what when they do all these things, they run to abroad and relax. You understand? So I think it's just a secret to reveal to us. And we the masses should also use our brain.
All right.
That's what I thank you for Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Mohammed Wambai says his heart beats and it's fast anytime he gets a particular caller calling. I feel you also. All right, people, we'll take a break now for the news at the top of the hour. Bivan is seated for that. Thank you very much for being a part of the Big Three. We'll do this again. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, we'll do global stories and build on a lot of big international stories. Stick around though. Don't go anywhere. There's more to come.
Nigeria Info.
Abuja.
It's 4 o'clock.
This is Nigeria Info.